Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on how to keep your pet room or your bedroom clean and odor free with having so many animals. If you're like me and have 10 plus pets that use hay and things like that, it can get very stinky very quickly. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to reduce the smell and just keep it looking nice and clean. The first one is kinda a basic one, and it's to spot clean every day. So removing the droppings, any wee spots you can see, old food that they didn't eat the night before. This is especially important for ferrets who are on raw. You want to make sure you're clearing any raw meat, old veggies, anything like that, and kind of tidy up the cage. One, this is going to make the room smell a lot less, and also it's just going to make it look overall nicer. No one wants to walk into a pet room with poop and old food kind of in cages and everywhere. So make sure you are cleaning all that out and washing all your food dishes and water dishes. The next one is to have good litter or substrate. So a litter I recommend that is safe for all animals and is not going to cause harm is Yesterday's News, which is a cat litter, but it is just recycled paper made into pellets. It looks like this. This has no dust, and if your animal ingests it, it's fine because it's just paper, and it's very cheap, so this is a very good one. As for things like hamsters and stuff, I'm not too sure on hamster beddings. One I know that is good, and that's just because my friend Faith uses it, is eco bedding. This is again 100% paper, and it's like little paper. The next thing you want to do is keep your room well ventilated. Now, this is a mistake I made a little while ago. I didn't open the windows or anything, and it became very static, and which made the room smell even a lot more because everything kind of just sits there and there's no flow of air. So make sure to open your windows every day. It doesn't have to be fully open, just enough to let fresh air come through and the static and smelly air go out. Another thing you can also do is use a pedal fan. So I have one in my pet room, but I also have one in my bedroom, and I turn these on of a day. You can just put it on a low setting unless it's warm, and that is just going to keep the air circulating, but also it kind of works as a air purifier, because if you've ever owned a fan, you will know that dust sticks to it like crazy. So it's really good for a pet room, because if you have things like rabbits and stuff, you know, the hay can be quite dusty. No matter how dust free you get it, it can still create dust. So having the pedal fan will help collect all that dust and still circulate the air, so it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. So I really recommend that. It's been a lifesaver for me, and I have found my rooms are not as smelly with all the animals, even though I'm still spot cleaning. These next few are more so about the looks of the room and how to make your pet room or even your bedroom with the pets look a lot nicer. The first one is to declutter. Now, I'm a very big minimalist. I'm not the type to have a lot. If I were to do a room tour, I could complete it in 10 seconds because I literally just don't own a lot. I don't like owning a lot. I like to have what I need and what I use, and that's about it. So that goes for pet supplies too. Go through your organization, whether you keep it in drawers, whether you keep it on shelves, however you organize your pet supplies, go through it and ditch anything that either your pets don't like or is unsafe or you just don't use in general, and get rid of it. It's gonna open up that area, it's gonna feel a lot cleaner, and also it's gonna be a lot less things to catch dust and stuff. I have watched so many people do like organization videos and things like that, and they have a bunch of things that they say they never use, but yet they keep it in the drawers. It's best just to remove the items and keep it nice and simple and clean looking, rather than just keeping it all and letting it build and build and build. This one is solely based on look, so if you don't really care about the look of your room or your pet room, you can skip this one. But something that helps make a room feel a lot wider is to match cages. Try and get all the same color or all the same type of cages. This is going to make the room look a lot neater and a lot more put together. It's just like your house furniture, you match your house furniture. So try and do that the same with your pet room. If you saw my cage tour video on Monday, you would have seen that I have now all the same cages and they are all a light grey, and it looks really nice and open, whereas before one cage was white and rusty because it was off Craigslist and the other was black, and it just looked really messy and not put together. So having the same is gonna just make it look a lot nicer. Now obviously some animals require different types of cages, so it's not going to be as easy as just buying 4 cages of the same thing, but try and buy the same colors. Even if you just get all white cages or all black cages, it's still going to make that room look like it's put together and a lot nicer. It kind of goes along with the cages, but put all your foods, if you have like your hamster mix or I don't know, chinchilla food or whatever, don't keep your foods in the packet bags, because again that's just going to make it look cluttered and messy. So try and get all matching jars. I have these cookie jars, I'll put a little clip up here, and that's where I put all my dry foods in. It just makes the room look a lot nicer rather than having 1,000 packets.